Hi, I'm George Black, and I'm here to tell you about something I'm starting today. It's called the Challenge 44. Let me just tell you briefly what this is, and then I want to tell you how I got into it, because I think you're going to find this interesting, and hopefully the reason I'm sharing this is I believe it's going to help you in your entrepreneurial journey and probably some of the challenges you face. So Challenge 44 is simple, except it's really hard. In the next 90 days, I'm going to publish 44 pieces of content. And here's what it looks like. So the first 30 days, I have to publish something every single day. Now, there's a couple of mediums, writing or video. I'm choosing video because I've got the writing down, but the video is much harder. In fact, starting today, I'm using a brand new piece of software to both screen share, and you'll see as this goes on how it interacts. So we'll see how that works. So the first 30 days, a piece of content every day. And the idea is that you don't spend more than 4 hours. You probably spend at least an hour, but no more than 4. So whatever I set, and I'm probably not going to go 4, that's too long, but 2 to 3 hours, I'm going to hit a time and I'm going to hit publish. So if it's 4 hours, boom, it's going out. If I'm in the middle of the sentence, the editing's all glitchy, it's not finished, it's going out. And the idea is you won't do that again. You're going to have to figure out ways to streamline it. So every single day, I'm going to be looking at, okay, what can I improve just a little bit better from the day before? In the next 30 days, I will publish 10 pieces of content, like one every 3 days, okay? It's the same idea. It's just that the content's not to be 3 times longer, since I have 3 times more time. It's to be 3 times better. And then the last 30 days of the 90-day period, I'll publish 1 piece of content a week. So I have 4 weeks, and that gets to 44 pieces of content. So why on earth am I doing this, right? It started a few weeks ago. I've gotten into a place of just headwinds had hit. I was down. I was, it just everything was kind of closing in on me. I think we've all experienced that with economic shutdown, open, shut, that whole kind of thing, that rhythm. The things I had been doing, I just wasn't seeing the kind of traction I had planned on or had hoped for at this point. And so over the last year or two, and so, for all those reasons, I was just, I didn't know where to turn. And that was where I was that morning. And I was reflecting on this. And that afternoon, I got an email from Thrive Themes. Thrive Themes literally came to my rescue about 1.5 years ago with their software. So I wanted to build a new site called Live Truly Free. And it was, I wanted it on a WordPress site because it's got better SEO, analytics, and things like that. It's just so much better to be on WordPress. But it's so expensive because you have to pay all this money for programmers and stuff like that. Somehow I came across Thrive Themes. They have built an entire software that layers on top of WordPress, and essentially you don't need to know 1 piece of code. I don't. And everything you see on livetrulyfree.com, I did through their software. So it's literally wide open, and they have made massive improvements over the last 1.5 years or so that I've been using it. Highly recommend it. I've got links on that below, but I want to tell you about Challenge 44 because it's a part of a course that Shane Malab, one of the co-founders, has done. I trust these guys. I've been following their material. It's really good. And this course comes in, he was surveying members. I'm a member. He was surveying members about what we need in a build from scratch kind of a course. And I was thrilled by the opportunity. They come out with the course. I immediately buy it. I've been through all the modules, and Challenge 44 is one of the big modules. So I want to share with you a little of the basis of this because I think it'll help you in your business. I think it'll help in your marketing. If you ever are producing content for any reason at all, this is going to be helpful just to hear me talk about this for a few minutes. It may also inspire you. You might want to buy the course. Links below. Actually, in looking at it, it appears that it's cheaper to become a member of Thrive Themes and then buy the course. So I've got all the links so you can go figure it out for yourself. But anyhow, there's 3 components of audience building, and what Shane starts with is core fans. Okay, he based everything on core fans. This is based on a guy named Kevin Kelly's concept, and I think it was about 12 years ago, or maybe longer, 15. And Kelly's whole deal was, if you had 1,000 true fans that loved you, bought your products, bought your services, that would be enough. And his target, I mean, he's talking to artists, he's talking to writers, he's talking to solopreneurs, those kind of people. If you think about it, his whole simple math, $100, if 1,000 true fans paid you $100 a year, well, you know, then that's $100,000, right? And that'd be more than a great living, you know. So that's kind of the whole approach. Seth Godin took Kelly's idea and wrote his book Tribes with the same idea. So both are great resources. Kelly's PDF I've linked down below because I think it's that good to read. So on the screen there, you see that there's 3 concentric circles that Shane's come up with. And first of all, you want to get attention. And you do all of this through content, right? So then you want people to remember and want more. And finally, you want to create participation. So you've got visitors on that outer level. You're trying to get their attention. You're trying to get them to become followers. And from followers, you want them participating as true fans. And this is about interaction, okay? The way you do this is through content. And the manifesto is the foundational piece of content that Shane talks about. And this is your mission, it's your cause, it's what you're about. So a few weeks, well, in the last 2 weeks, actually on July 4th, I published a Declaration of Independence for Entrepreneurs. I've developed it over the next week after that with more story. And essentially the cause is to help entrepreneurs, guide entrepreneurs into living truly free, into greater fulfillment. But to do that, you've got to have sustainable growth as an entrepreneur for your business. And you've got to have profitability. That's the whole manifesto in a nutshell, okay? And upon that, you build remarkable content. So all your remarkable content ties to that. The next layer up is growth content. Growth content is attracting those visitors. So it's out there, it's grabbing them, they come and they check it out. But it's not just hollow clickbait stuff. It's really good. And when they get into it, they begin to see, wait a minute, there's better content inside. And then hopefully they become a core fan in the manifesto sense. So this is an interesting dichotomy that Shane, and that's Shane's picture right there, that Shane develops, because on the one hand, he rejects the notion of just cranking out a bunch of content. So, see, I had always been told it's good content that makes a great website. Everybody, you know, you write it and they'll come. Well, that's not true. And it's not true because of these. There's a lot more in this course that I'm sharing, by the way. But there's 8 dimensions of kinds of content, for example, and that sort of thing. So, but you're going like, well, wait a minute, you're going to be cranking out a video every day, right? Yeah. So that's quantity. Well, that's to build skills. It's to get quick at it. But candidly, it's got low impact. But it's going to teach me how to get quality. So quality requires skill. And the best way to develop skill is lots of repetition, right? If you want to become good at something, you just got to do it a bunch of times. So that's what this is about. It's time intensive, the quality, but it's much higher impact. So the trick is, what I want to learn from all of this is how to get to the place where I can develop high impact, great quality, remarkable content quickly, and not take weeks and weeks and weeks. So I love this graph because it's showing, like, at first you're doing lots of loops on the time arrow, and then the loops get bigger and bigger. So you're not producing a ton of content. Shane gives a great example, and I'll wrap up with this, is the director Cameron. You know, he does a classic blockbuster movie every few years. Titanic, Avatar, those kind of things. And you see that with the great movies. They're not putting out a ton of movies. They don't need to. They just put out a really great one every so often. And that's kind of the idea of great content. So I need you to join with me in this. I need your comments. I really hope you will subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm not going to be emailing or blogging on every single piece of content. That would be crazy, ridiculously hard. What I am going to do, though, is I will be publishing on YouTube every single day. That's my goal. I need everyone to cheer me on with that. But I also want your comments. I want you to know what you like. I want to know what you'd like me to talk about. I need help on creating some content. So I need content ideas. What are things as an entrepreneur that you would like to know more about? So I'll do a little bit more on that, and just blast me with comments, send me an email, sign up on the email list at livetrulyfree.com, whatever works. But jump in with me in this. I think this will be a lot of fun, and you'll get to see me live go through this development. So thanks so much for watching.